Hey, good morning. Joe here. It's Firearms Friday at Larry's on North Memorial Parkway. So today we're going to continue with our 10-part video series on how to properly shoot a handgun. And we're going to continue by looking at, in fact, aiming, how you aim your gun. So aiming is a process of putting the proper relationship between your target, the front sight, and the rear sight. So you're looking at three things here. And guess what? Nobody can focus on three things. So we're going to talk about how you actually do this as we go through this process. So aiming consists of sight alignment and sight picture. Sight alignment is the proper relationship of the pistol's front and rear sights. Sight picture is obtained when the line sights are put in the proper relationship with the target. So in sight alignment, you're looking at two things, front and rear sight. Sight picture, you're looking at three things, front, rear sight, and the target. Sight alignment, okay, front and rear sight relationship is more important than the sight picture, all right? So that's that. Now, let's take a look and see what you're looking at. You're looking at a front sight, which typically looks like some kind of a post. Your rear sight's typically some kind of U shape. When you combine them, they look, if you will, like a little castle wall. So the front sight is juxtaposed on the rear sight here. So what does that mean to you when you actually shoot? Well, this is what you really want to see. You want equal light on either side of the front sight, and you want the front sight and the rear sight what we call equal height. So equal light and equal height. All right. This is what your actual picture should look like then. The rear sight looks like this. And again, this is sight alignment here. This is not sight picture yet. We'll get to that in a second. But your front sight is here, equal height, equal light. That's proper sight alignment. All right. Sight picture then is when you bring in the target in this. Now this is what we would call 6 o'clock hole. In other words, your bullet should hit right here at the 6 o'clock position. There's also center hole, which means your bullet would hit here if you were properly aligned. All right, so that's what sight picture then would look like. It's a combination of front sight, rear sight, and target. Now, what happens when you're out of alignment? Well, let's look at this example right here. In this example, your front sight is lower than your rear sight. So your bullet is going to hit lower. Now, we're assuming a 6 o'clock or center hole here, so you're going to wind up shooting much lower here because the front sight is lower than your rear sight. Okay, so what happens when your front sight is much higher than the rear sight? Then you're going to wind up shooting higher. You can probably see how this goes. If you have very little light or no light here on the right side with a lot of light on the left side of your front sight, then you're going to wind up hitting to the right. If you do the opposite with very little or no light on the left side, you're going to wind up hitting to the left. So that's sight alignment, and these are the errors you'll run into. So whenever we're talking to people here in the range, they say, hey, can you adjust my sights? Well, maybe not. It's not necessarily an adjustment. It might be an alignment picture. That's what's more important. All right, that's it for this week right now. Now we're going to go into the range, and my friend Richard is in there. He's ready to shoot, and he's going to demonstrate this for us in the range as we go. All right, let's go to the range. Okay, so now we're over in the shooting range. We've taken a look at what it takes to make a good sight alignment sight picture. My friend Richard is with us today, and he's going to demonstrate on 3 different guns here how you actually do that. Richard, when you're ready. Thanks for shooting with us. Now, you'll notice today Richard is a left-handed shooter, so his dominant hand is his left hand. The procedure is the same no matter if you're left dominant or right dominant. The same thing applies, all right? But we wanted to show you a left-handed shooter for a change. All right, that's it for this week at Larry's. Remember, all of us here at Larry's want you to stay armed and stay safe. Bye-bye.